God. I think we good to go. Thank you. Yeah. Brothers can check this. Shalom. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Yeah. I got you. Go ahead. You good.
Alright. Double honor, shall be loved. Elders and apostles of every millstone, shalom to the shalom to the God, and push up the street of the city. Alright, some brothers from the GMS so Hot Branch.
Yep, go ahead.
Alright. Once again, it's the brothers from the GMS Columbus, Ohio branch. Coming back with another Sunday live camp through the Spirit. Alright, and we're going to do what we do best. Prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great. Alright, which is America in the scriptures, man. Alright, whether you believe it or not. Okay, and as you can see, man, we're coming into some high times. Alright, the prophecy being exposed, alright, and presented unto us. So, as the scriptures say, what manner of person called you to be in all holy conversation. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, we get First Peter 1:13.
You get it real quick. My phone's
Alright, can you check the sound?
Yep. It's good to go.
Yeah, because ultimately we understand that the Edomites is about to come down with great wrath. Real quick, before we get back, we get this at Revelation 13. Speak of the dragon. Alright, because a lot of new legislation is being pushed. I don't know if they've seen, a lot of the banks are requiring biometric identity, so to speak, to access your bank accounts, so on and so forth. They're pushing different laws, etc. Alright, to again, purge biometrics with having access to your funds. So again, this Edomite is about to come down with great wrath. He's setting up the system, okay, and ultimately he's about to speak like a dragon. Bring that out.
This is Revelation 13 and verse 11. It reads, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon."
Right, those two horns ultimately dealing with the Democrats and Republicans. Okay, but like you said, he had two horns like a lamb, and he shall speak like a dragon. Also going into those draconian laws, man. Where this man is going to rule with rigor. You see, he's already systematically getting people geared up. All right, to like, who's that? Own nothing and be happy.
Yep.
All right, he's already gearing people up to it. You know what I'm saying? It's slowly merging, these cities in 15-minute cities to smart cities. Okay, so he can contain all of the cattle. You see? Put up the Edomite evidence that, he looks at, the vast majority of, the human beings on the planet as cattle. So what do you do with cattle? You contain them. You know what I'm saying? You give them a designated populated area, you fence them in, you feed them when you want to feed them, what you want to feed them, you ration out their food, so on and so forth, man. That's what Esau Edom is trying to accomplish. So again, this man is about to speak like a dragon. Right? And with us knowing that, we have to get our minds ready and prepared to be persecuted. Real quick, read on that
What was that again?
Keep going. And then real quick, we're going to letter.
Revelation 13 and now verse 12, it says, "And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed."
Yep. Right, his deadly wound was healed. You see, that's what the byproduct of America, the deadly wound being healed.
"And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven."
Right, he doeth great wonders, which he has. Like you say, he's making fire come down from heaven. All right, so I'm saying these different bombs, so on and so forth. All right, big boy, little boy, etc.
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast.
Right. What other nation has deceived the nations round about? But Esau, Edom. See? He has used his sword, his fear tactics, to put all the other nations in subjection. Got it?
Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, real quick, read that one more time.
And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Now he is speaking of Esau, Edom, in particular the elites. All right, go ahead.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, and cause that many that should not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. Now, real quick, Baba Prasad, look up that word "kill" in the BLB, but go to the root word. All right, because ultimately we understand that yes, some of us will be martyrs for the testimony that we are presenting. All right, being witnesses. All right, and putting bringing this man up on charges. But when you go to that word "kill," you got it in the BLB.
It says of separation.
Yeah, that's the point. One more time.
Of separation.
Can
The Greek is apo.
Right. To be separated. See? So ultimately when you deal with that 15th verse, all right, like I said, some of us will be martyrs, dealing, with us not taking the image and so on and so forth. But ultimately, if you don't, bow down to this man's system, so on and so forth, you're going to be separated from society. Alright? Just like, y'all brothers may know Demolition Man. I don't know if they remember that movie. What happened? Those who didn't worship the image of the beast in that time, they were considered what? The super people. They were separated from society. You see? And that's what's going to happen. If you don't get down, get the biometric system, you know what I'm saying? Connecting the biometrics and the DNA to this worldwide grid, that's controlled and ran by AI, we're going to be separated from society. You see? That's what's going to happen. Alright, and furthermore, if you don't bow down to the image of the beast, alright, and you speak out against it, what? Now he can, categorize you as a terrorist.
And they already doing it.
And he can what? He can bring you up on capital charges, treason.
That's right.
Because ultimately what we're doing is an act of treason.
Yep.
If we were in the ancient world, we would have been dead.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But through different policies, so on and so forth, that the Lord has swayed Esau Edom to push, we can freely push his word. But again, that's why he's trying to categorize us. He's trying to, being set up as the domestic terrorist, legislation, laws, so on and so forth. So he can, again, like I said, to bring people up on capital charges. Don't forget that he brought the guillotines back, he's bringing the firing squad back, he's bringing all these ancient methods of death and execution back to Babylon the Great, which is America. Yeah. Yep, concentration camps.
What you think that these big corporations are performing out? Those are big corporations, big ass buildings, put you niggas in concentration camps, man. And it's a lot of you people in America, especially Jakes, man. So come on, man. Just make it make sense. Alright?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So again, you read that 15 verse one more time.
Revelation 13 and 15, and he had the power to give life unto the.
I got a point because you said they're gonna treat with demons like terrorists and stuff like that. I remember years ago, I forgot what year it was. It was a long time ago. It was French. They was like, we need to put people on a digital currency so we can know where the money is going. Because if not, then because terrorists, they can't just go to the store and use their card because they can track.
FBI can track you.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So they said we need to figure out where all the terrorists is at. So we need to put everybody on the digital joint. You know what I mean? So you can see that Esau can do like a little false flag attack, and then oh shit, we need some security to bring in that Michael C hip. And you know what I'm saying? And if you don't take it, then hey, you're an enemy of the state. You know.
Spirit, it's a movie I recommend Jake to watch. It's Mercy. Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
And ultimately, they had, in particular, they made an AI judge. You know what I'm saying? But when you go into the specifics, they had something called a municipal cloud. And that municipal cloud was pretty much a big ass data cloud that can track everything that's recorded. From your cell phones, your ring cameras, and the AIs, also in the movie, the man had to prove himself innocent. So, I mean, it would go shoot through different data that was in this municipal cloud, bank statements. You could just bring up any other people's bank records or statements where they've been, cameras, access. It's just full around access, man. It's full around surveillance, man.
Yep, live footage too.
Man, so again, man, if you don't bow down to the image of the beast and his system and his philosophy, you're going to be cut off from society. Like the red, real quick, you got it.
That's blockchain too.
Yep. Carbon footprints.
Revelation 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, his philosophies, his policies, so on and so forth. If you don't worship the image of the beast, you're going to be killed. You're going to be separated from society, right? See? And that's how we know a lot of these people, even these big Bible thumpers, people who, these big, cornbread eating Edomite Southern Christians and shit. Oh, the mark of the beast, they speak out about the beast and all that. They're going to take it. Because when you can't feed Darwin no more, you know what I'm saying? You're going to bow down. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's why, coming into these times, we have to be, mentally prepared and ready to be completely separated from society. You know what I'm saying?
Be ostracized. If one of you brothers want to get that ostracized definition up the show, I'm sorry. Just a quick definition, ostracized, if you can spell it. I can't, I can't pull up my internet.
No, but keep reading.
In Revelation? Revelation 13 and now 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. Real quick, I want to dissect that verse. Real quick. You got it. You got the word you want?
Yep. Ostracized, it says, to intentionally exclude, shun, or banish someone from a group, society, or friendship, often by general consent.
Yeah, you're gonna get banished, man. I mean, we're banished. We're already banished, man. But when money system clears up, because that's the only thing we are attached to is the little so-called money system. But when that thing goes down, Revelation 13, which we about to go crazy on now. I already know. Then we're done. We don't give a fuck, man. Lord's will. We don't give a fuck, man, because the Lord is what's going to provide for us, man. Not this fucking dollar, man. This cracker dollar, man.
All right.
I got something.
The fiat is funny money, man.
Jake, grab Isaiah 10 to 20.
Understand why you getting that? When you look at the different accounts of the scriptures, like Jeremiah, after Babylonians took the Israelites to captivity, there was nobody there besides the poor. You had Jake that was still remaining there, trying to go to Egypt for help. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be the same situation. They're gonna come to the prophets like, what should we do? We don't got this, we don't got that. So they're gonna go to Egypt or America.
I got it.
Right, it's evident, bro. It's evident. You think, you know what I'm saying? And that goes for us too. It's said and done, man.
Yeah.
But again, that's why we gotta start prepping now to be, you know what I'm saying, deemed, terrorists, men who commit treason, so on and so forth. We gotta already be in that mindset of being separated, man.
Yep. Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more.
The remnant. You see, so this only applies to the remnant
shall no more again stay upon him that smote them.
Right, so no more stay upon him that smote him. I believe if you read it again, it says to lie on him that smote him. See? So again, once we're ostracized from the society, we can no longer rely on Esau, Edom, and his benefits, man. You know, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, be ready. We gotta be ready again. Brother brought a beautiful definition of ostracized from the society, man. See? And to lean on Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashai. Because it's gonna get treacherous, man. You know what I'm saying? Start fucking with you. You're gonna start remembering that staking, shaking shit randomly. You're gonna have a random act, you know, Jake start taste buds get the, you know what I'm saying? When you were eating a while, you think about all types of food and shit. You know what I'm saying? I like steaks, you know what I'm saying? Steakhouses and shit like that, you know? That's why the scriptures speak about in Revelation 3rd chapter, the hour of temptation. See? So again, you know, once Esau, Edom, you know, systematically starts to create civil unrest and things of that nature, and on the back burner, bring the chip in, you know what I'm saying, link everyone to his greed. Alright? It's gonna, you know, again, like fund certain things in their fixing, stimulus packages, so on and so forth. Yeah. And the mass majority are gonna take it. You know, because that's all Esau has to do, like the elder bro made mention, is have a false flag attack. All right, just systematically, and that's what we see happening with the Iran thing, man. Mm-hmm. You know, who knows? We also know that Esau, Edom is in conflict with all these other nations, but this could all be going according to plan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make a backdoor deal with Iran. You know what I'm saying? All right, listen, we need to collapse America so we can implement this new digital age. This is how we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
And they tried that.
War. You know what I'm saying? Shut the straight. Raise gas prices, you know what I'm saying? Collapse the dollar so we can bring in this new dollar.
Yeah.
It's like the Great Depression.
I'm sorry, I can make a point real quick.
Yeah.
The nigga Saddam Hussein, he did that, and they put and it was all a coup. I already know, but he wanted to make the dollar the gold standard. All right, that whole Gulf War thing, and Iraq War, he made it. Because he wanted to change out that dollar, man, that fiat currency, that funny money that you said, all right? Same with Gaddafi, all right? These Edomites, they don't want to play along, man. All right, they want to stay along to be on high, which they're not. They're just bitch ass niggas, man. All right, and we can say that. Sorry, it's like, man, but it's like, and everybody wants to. You know what's funny? The Paris niggas, you know, they all want to be all, you know, get out of here, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are fucking just confused, man. That's why you gotta come back to the scriptures, man. All right? Smack. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Revelation 13 and 16 again, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
All right, so real quick, let's deal with the subject matter. Like, I ain't been through this in a minute, you know what I'm saying, personally, but of course we can bring it out often. But we haven't really gone out in a minute. Real quick, you're in the BLB, right? So read that one more time, nice and slow.
And he causeth all.
It says, and he causeth all. Alright? Subject matter is a man. Alright? It's a man. See? That's what these other camps gonna deal with when they deal with this verse. It says he. Alright? It says causing. If you look at in the PLB that word causing, because this was, when you go into this verse, man, go into these words, man. Because it's gonna make it more clear to you on how, you know, this is the micro seed. So subject matter is a he, which is Esau, Edom. It says he caused it. Look at that word caused it.
The Greek word is poieo, and it says to make.
To make. See? To make. So it's a man making you do something, or take something rather. See? He causeth all. See, both small and great. So he's making all small and great, the different categories in society, rich and poor. You know what I'm saying? In prison, out of prison. He's making you take something. All right, and whatever he's making you take is in control of what? Your finances, right? You can buy or sell, which is ultimately your livelihood, man. So this is literally a man making you take something, literally. When you go into these words bit by bit, okay? You keep reading.
Just in the same way, just like the government makes everybody get an ID.
Yeah.
That's mandatory. You can't drive without a license and stuff like that. It's mandatory.
Registration.
Same thing with the micro CF. See?
Beautiful. And it's like, I don't see where these Jake get it. Oh, it's sin. A man can't make you sin. You already sinning, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he can make intentional sin, but he can't make you. I can't make your pee go off on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? So to speak. I can't shove, pause. I can't, have a piece of bacon and,
I should have broken these shoes in. I think these shoes
I mean, you could try, but he might elbow me. You know what I'm saying?
That was just sitting right there.
You know?
Look at somebody's ass, a woman's ass, man.
Yeah, like you
can't, man.
And the white man is, he can't just necessarily fix his circumstance.
Is he about to start every
You know what
night?
I'm saying? He can't just sit and, he don't hear. I mean, he could try to, you know what I'm saying, but he's not making you do something. See? Go ahead, Al.
Still with the definition.
If you say more.
Yeah, down. I like to go to this down here at the bottom. It says to make ready, and so at the same time to institute.
Right, beautiful. Beautiful, to institute. Jake, look up that word institute. To institute the phrase, if you will.
Hey, that remind me of like Dallas camp when the Elder Yashawamba and them.
Daily dose of tradition card. That was evil. That's evil one.
It says to institute says to establish, set in motion a new system, policy.
See, you camps ain't got it. You camps ain't got it, bro. That's why, like I said, man, whenever, for instance, bro, for your brothers, y'all ever like got to deal with someone on the MATV on how to break it down? When you go to that 16th verse, hold it each word. I'm telling you, it's gonna make it so much clearer.
It's gonna make it simple.
It's gonna make it so simple and clear. Because all it's sin. Okay, that's what we're talking about. So sin,
Man,
so that means everyone is being the judgment written in the next chapter. You dumbass. See, you other camps ain't got it, man. Why do you how about you not shot for the true and right leaders, man? Who told us 100% truth on how to really deal with these subjects, man. You know?
Elder Tamar said, the Mark of the Beast wasn't there. Rome didn't exist in America.
I don't give a fuck. None of that.
Right. So because I know some people say, I think some camps said King Solomon had the mark or something like that.
Oh, that was Sakar.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, man.
Fuck out of here.
Nigga, it's talking about now, man.
Right, that's why it's written in Revelation. Right? Where these things been revealed to John the Revelator.
You start laughing. Right there, the cool, snap your hair. You laughing about my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch out for that.
I'm like funny.
You already in the spirit.
Policy, rule, or legal action.
Oh, that's so funny. Laugh again. Laugh
Oh
right.
yeah.
I want to see my side. I want to see my
I'm
side.
in that spirit right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fake ass shit.
Niggas wanna talk shit.
Nigga get in somebody's
Jump
face,
up, man. Knock that nigga the fuck out.
But
Don't make no motherfucker say
it
nobody
says,
fuck about that
or
shit.
set in motion a new system, policy, rule, or legal action.
You laugh right there, nap here.
This
Laugh.
is beautiful. This is beautiful. You can't denounce what that verse is talking about.
They fuck like that
To
too.
establish the institute.
Fake ass shit.
Alright?
Ooh, I got a precept real quick.
It says to establish, initiate, or
Initiate,
set in motion a new system.
Set in motion a new system. Come on, man. That's gonna what? You can hold right there. Continue on in that 16th verse. Read it one more time.
I got a precept.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all.
Yeah, I got you.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all.
It's just some noise. Yeah, it's just some noise. I can't really get it right there.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all.
Right, so he causes. If you go to that way, cause it to go to the
Both small and great, rich and poor.
Right, these are the categories of all men in society. Rich and poor, small and great. Go ahead.
Free and bond.
Free and bond. You either in them categories, rich or poor. And that's how you then take out the middle class. Rich or poor, free, bond, small or great. Go ahead.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Receive a mark of charagma in their right hand or their foreheads, man. See? We could go to the word charagma. You know what I'm saying? Which we're going too often, but it's plain. So this man is making you take a mark. He's giving you something. You know?
Physical.
Something physical, man. Okay? Plain and simple. But you got it.
Did you want that for charagma or?
We can bring it out.
Charagma is the word for mark. It says the root word karax. It says a pail or stake.
Pail or stake. That's going to be the instrument used to insert that device. See? So again, showing you that it's something physical tied to it, man. Like, what the hell are you dudes talking about? It's sin. Make it make sense, man.
White women.
Fuck you. Yeah, sleeping with
women. You guys are ignorant, man. Go ahead, bro. And you can get the regular.
All right, charagma, back to charagma. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark.
Stamp, imprinted mark. Why? Why does, like I said, again, we see it happening. That Esau is trying to, again, track everybody, have everyone on the same grid that's governed by AI, one of his left-hand angels, so he can scope, pay everything, see everything. Like when you watch the movie Mercy, the niggas, the AI bitch, what was her name? Maddox? Oh no, Jacob.
I don't even remember. I seen the movie, but I don't.
Jake, look up that word. I'm just curious if they got any like some tied to it.
Yeah, something.
I think of Maddox as like an X or something.
Maddox, M-A-D-D-O-X. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, Vince knew shit about that before he could even blurt it out. So I don't know. I remember the first day you met her. It was crazy, man. So again, Esau wants to have tabs on everyone, man. And he's weird and freaky. Watch you having sex and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's just a weirdo. He wants to be like the Most High. Second Thessalonians, second chapter. All right, Isaiah the 14th chapter. You know, you got some more out?
That was it.
Read 17.
Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell.
Right, that no man might buy or sell. Why? Because again, those things are our livelihood. You gotta toil, you gotta work, you gotta labor to live in this society, to live period. So if this man can control your money, you know what I'm saying? He can track your money, can track you. All right, he literally has control over whether you live or die down there, you know? In the sense of, you know, you being a participant in his society.
Yep.
Right, you're going to be outcast or, you know, in the mix. You see? And again, like I said, a good movie to watch is Demolition Man. It's perfect. literally, and if I'm not mistaken, it was like 2020. It was like 20.
I don't even remember the year, but it was.
I forget the year, but it could, Jake can look it up for me over yourself. I know it came out in the 90s, but I forget the year.
Yeah, that was set in.
It was set in. What year was the movie Demolition Man set in? Yeah, I think it was 20-something. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say 2020 something, or something. 2036.
Yep. And that's when this place is going to go.
Right. And we see when they got Agenda 2030.
Yeah, 2030. Yep.
Even that's true. We're talking about the movie Mercy. I believe the movie Mercy was set in 2030. You know what I'm saying?
That's a Lex bubble. It's probably, you know, it's probably easy. Manasseh. Yeah, 2/3 for damn sure. It's a nice bubble though. Ah, man.
See again, man. So again, you know, Esau, you know, he's dealing with a particular programming, you know, getting people figured out. You know what I'm saying? To trust and rely on AI, just again, weaning people into this new age. Just like he did it before time, man. And he had checks. Go to the cap. Jake, remember, you know what I'm saying? Cashier, check, go check. You know what I'm saying? You pay
Check
the
out, yeah, self checkout.
You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, can I get some 50s, a couple hundreds?
Yes, yep.
20, let me give you like 10 ones.
It is gone
You know what
now.
I'm saying? Fives, check cashes and shit. I had caught the tail end of it working. But I remember them days, man. Go get your check and shit. What's it called? Pay to the order. You know what I'm saying?
Pay
All
to
that
the order.
shit, gotta sign the back and shit. You know? But even before that, you know what I'm saying? Credit cards, you know, he weaned everyone into this new age. Again, the social security number, social security cards, all right? Smartphones, you know what I'm saying? To where everyone has to have a phone. Everyone has to have a phone.
You would not survive out here if you don't have a phone.
Facts.
Mad
Everyone
facts.
has to have a phone, man.
Right now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And again, it's all your information. Hey, you pay bills on the phone now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got
all
to
the
check
apps.
all your
And,
monies and shit.
And
Shit, you even check their fucking heart rate now.
2020, they was trying to do that contact tracing through the phones.
Yep.
We got alerts for that.
Tracy. By
So even to the point where, you know, they could be thinking on something
and it pop up on your phone, man.
Algorithms.
The algo.
Yeah, the algorithm. Or what's it called? Cookies. They like take some things and look up and search.
And it just pops.
Recommend them.
that going back to the thinking about shit. Like they literally got devices out there that you can really read people's minds. See what they thinking, see what they dream. So that shit ain't really far fetched, man.
Hey, that was happening in Mercy.
Yep. Crazy work. So, you know, again, like we see where Esau Edom was trying to, where he's headed.
Trying to
his
control
his
everything.
trajectory, man. You know what I'm saying? We can see it, man. Because we're not ignorant of these devices. You know? What you got something?
I got a pretty simple. Oh, I have it right now. Second Thessalonians 2.
Did you find something?
Nah.
Second Thessalonians. Niggas, northern tribe niggas, man. You know, because they always think Jake, man, but we all Israelites, man. We like loud music, though.
Niggas do the same shit. They just play trap music.
Play better music.
You read the lyrics of it, it's correct.
And
They're talking about the same shit.
you had a scripture that he asked you to get, right?
Cartel
Nah, I read
and
that.
shit.
Yeah, they go
I thought
crazy,
you brought
man.
that up.
I was thinking about that yesterday, man. That's crazy, because them niggas go wild, man.
Okay.
But I got Second Thessalonians 2, and whatever precept I stopped. I'm going at 8. Oh, you want to jump at 4? Okay. Who opposeth Second Thessalonians 2 and 4? It said, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or or that is worshipped so that he as God sitteth in the temple of the Most High,
Yep.
showing himself that he is the Most High.
And see, that's his whole agenda, man. It's like a weird sci-fi movie with Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's far-fetched.
Yeah.
You know, it's really stupid. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna try. You know, the Lord set it up and programmed this man to try to oppose him. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was allotted to do. Again, just think about a crazy ass sci-fi movie. You know, you got Edomites, they trying to go to the edge of space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, there's just some weird shit, man. Again, this devil is trying to be like the Heavenly Father, man. See? He's doing it with his carnal blessing. Alright? And see, that's another thing about your camps. You said, see, here it is, these camps will admit Esau Edom's the devil. He's trying to be like the Most High. But you know, hypothetically speaking, put yourself in Esau Edom's shoes. If I can't just snap my finger and, you know, make people bend to my will, how else could I? I'm
Through the military, man.
Not even that. I'm gonna use the resources around me. I'm gonna use what I was blessed with, the sword, technology. I'm gonna use those things in order to try to accomplish this goal that I'm trying to accomplish, man.
Yep.
He can't just, you know, you know what I'm saying, snap like the Heavenly Father can't snap his fingers, you know what I'm saying, and everyone bend to his will. No, he gotta use what he has. Alright, he gotta make do. He has technology. He has left-hand angels, spirits. So he's gonna resort to that in order to try to accomplish this goal that he's trying to accomplish, being like the Heavenly Father. And ultimately controlling all humanity, man. Okay? That's why he set up AI. So he ain't got a whole bunch of people at desks, mouses and keyboards and, you know, surveilling and looking. No, he has AI to do that. I mean, the plan of this Edomite is so easy to see. Real quick, can we jump to 2 Corinthians 2:11 real quick? You know, it's so easy to see. All right, if you never know, the Lord, you know, gave you that eyesight to see. You know what I'm saying?
Because these so-called white people, these dumbass niggas, they think that Esau is going to just solve all the issues. All right, you get a little bucks, you get a little, you know what I mean, get a little, just get a little, what's that word I'm looking for? You get a little ease and stuff from Esau, Edom's government, and everything's good. But no. Esau Edom has it out for you fucking so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Go ahead. It's crazy, man.
Go ahead,
2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
Right, we are not ignorant of his devices. See, I believe you read in NLT, it's schemes.
Yeah.
All right? So again, you know, we see, you know, where this devil is trying to, you know, where he's trying to, you know, what he's trying to do with his blessing. He's trying to be like the Heavenly Father. That's his whole goal. To rule over the known universe, man. Okay? Jacob, jump back to that.
Yes, sir.
I got that word for opposing. Let me read that part again. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. So in Greek, it just means to set over against, opposite to, oppose, be adverse to, withstand.
Right.
Yeah.
Satan being adversary. See?
It says, if you go to strong definitions, it says to lie, opposite. That's him for sure. It says repugnant. And I looked that word up, and it says extremely, something extremely distasteful, offensive, or disgusting, often causing physical or mental aversion. And you see that Esau is very offensive to the Lord, because like you said, he's trying to be the Most High. He's trying to go above your bonds. You know what I'm saying? Like us, I mean, of course, in the kingdom, we're going to have control of everything, but we got spiritual powers. We got the right to do that. You a damn demon. You don't have the God-given right to impede everybody's life You know what I mean? We're not gonna have fucking cameras in people's homes staring at them, and you know what I mean? This nigga, you doing too much.
They got extra watch that, right.
Certain shit, you gotta give nigga. Hey, it's a scripture in Sirach. You still gotta get it, but it says don't it says don't peek in somebody's house or don't peek in somebody's room. And that's what a fool do. You know, they eavesdropping and watching you and shit.
Meddling.
Like, no, you ain't gonna cut shit off, man.
Busybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's Esau, man. He's weird, just like off the movie. What's this shit called? Was it Man Beat? I think it was Drums, nigga. It may have been Drums. This nigga that in the box with Ken Norton. You know, he had. Well, it may have been Man Dingo. Maybe it may have been Man Dingo. But he beat up, you know, the Man Dingo fights. He beat up the one Man Dingo. And his slave master, he gave him the reward. Who you want? He said, I want a woman. So here it is, you know, Ken Norton, he gonna take the woman back to the law to get it on with her. Here come his slave master, pale as shit, out in the shadows, you know, feasting his eyes on Ken Norton, on his cheeks and shit, man. You know? So, I've been desiring this all my life or some shit. With Ken Norton pushing, like, what the fuck you on? Like, you know? You know what I'm saying? But that's Esau for you, man. He just weird. Like, where the fuck this nigga come from? Nigga, Michael Myers peeked in the shadows. You know what I'm saying?
Smack.
But that's what he wants, man. And you trying to, you know, do your thing, man. He's weird, man. He's a cuckold, man.
Yeah, he's a cuckold.
You
Yeah,
know?
he's the original cuckold.
Hey, like scriptures. Can we get that real quick in Hebrews? Is it 12?
Oh, yeah, I got it. Well, one of your brothers got it.
All right, this is Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
Right. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person. This man is nasty work, man. Nasty work. That's why you got porno sites. You know what I'm saying? You can watch another man pop his woman and, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do as a man. Jakes, we're not gonna have that shit again, man. You know, like that shit's bugged out, man. When you know, sit on it, like, bro, you can sit and watch another person have sex, man. You sit and, damn, you want to throw this, you know, throw the damn song. But this is what Esau even is. And guess who controls it? The small ass, the Amalekites, freaky ass people who claim to be the God, most holy and noble people on the planet. But y'all do all the freaky weird shit. Big city, do all this nasty shit, man. Allow all this nasty shit. So you get on fucking Facebook now, it's just Pornhub.
It's just Pornhub.
Click the link in the comments. Like, what the fuck?
There's so many, yeah.
Instagram, man, Twitter.
Don't they got the biggest parade over there with
Yeah,
them?
Pink City.
Israel.
Pink City.
Oh yeah, that's
Big
their
faggot
thing, brother.
niggas.
Stay circumspect, cause hey, they gonna be marching on the strip.
Oh, yeah?
Next month, Pride
I
Month.
know.
Remember one time we caught them on the tail end. They walked from like up here down to like nationwide, packed. Start cussing us out and shit. But hey, don't forget, I don't know if Jay watched that live. I'll never forget. There was a whole bunch of snooper
I just sit there already, so.
There was a whole bunch of snooper sexuals who got off the bus. And the spear hit the elder Big Eye. And he started cursing them out.
Oh yeah.
I was on the end of the line, like where the elder was.
Yep.
I just hear a big ass thud.
Just fell.
Big
Crazy.
chunky ass homosexual.
Little
I
T-word.
said, oh shit, I can look, this nigga just passed out. And we start praising the Lord, then another nigga passed out. Ambulance coming, some more shit, man.
You seen that? You seen that live?
You know, I don't know if Jake watched that live, man. It was a spirit though.
That was the spirit.
You know? But again, this is what Esau even allows in his
kingdom.
man.
Yep.
He's profane, he's perverse. And like I said, ultimately, he's into all that shit, man. You got a rare few who speak out against it, who, you know what I'm saying? But even a lot of them be down low. You know
Paid
what I'm
out, paid off.
saying? Yeah.
Like
you know
Kevin
what I'm saying?
Samuels, been born likely.
I'm talking about Edomites. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Talking about,
The
crack,
big-
yeah.
the Bible,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
oh, yeah.
A lot of them niggas be down low, weird. No, because I do construction. They always say gay jokes, weird jokes.
Yep.
Trying to, always talking about a man's,
That's what I'm saying.
Go to the
you know what I'm
military.
saying, loins and all that
Being
shit.
in-
You know what I'm saying?
I told
I get
y'all,
that at
go
work,
to the
too.
military for like a week. And I already said, I always say this a lot. Go to the military for a fucking week, and you just gonna figure that shit out easily, man. All them niggas are pretty much the same, man. It's just Jake. Jake runs shit, man.
And they always, again, trying to talk about Jake Rod. They be like, oh yeah, I'm white, but not down there. You corny ass Edomite. That's all they worried about, man. But again, that just shows you how. Can we get that song? He's strange from the womb.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This man, he's a strange guy. Weirdo. You know what I'm saying? The Lord made this man perverse.
I got it.
See? Got it.
This is Psalms 58 in verse 3. It says the wicked, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right? The wicked is estranged from the womb. See? So right when the devil, right when the devil came
Moving in with the affair.
again, right when this man came through the birth canal, alright, he started to spread his seed, man. That's why he's known as the border of wickedness in Malachi the 1st chapter. Because wherever he resides, wickedness resides, man. Wherever his borders are, that's where wickedness is implanted. See? But again, he has spread that culture throughout the whole planet. So again, like you said, he's estranged from the womb. He was born, all right, estranged, born, weird, quirky. You know what I'm saying? Just off. That's what this devil is, man. See?
Let me see. I'll read King James Version. Job 30:1. But now they that are younger than I, they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. And just talking about this, so even because you go into the word younger, technically he's older, but if you go into that word, it goes into insignificant. But this man, he's a heathen. He's a low life. He's a base man. He says, I wouldn't even disdain to have set with the dogs in my flock. This nigga, he a freak, man. He don't mess with little children, dogs, snakes, fishes. These literally videos of nigga getting head from fish. And guess who's the usual suspect? Freak ass Edomite.
Right. And let me say this, you nasty ass woman, white woman too, man.
They be fucking the horses and shit.
I'm on my Elder Yasharamba type time, man. And Jacob praised the white bitch. Like, that bitch is as nasty and freaky too, man. Yeah. She like in both holes at the same time. Where do you think they got that shit from? The Edomites, man. Like, what the fuck? You want to get both holes at the same house? What the fuck? It's not all tree holes. Like, God damn. Man, but again, they donkeys,
Yep.
horses.
Yep.
We ain't gonna get too explicit, but hey, man, we know what be going on in these frat parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Keisha on that, she do that shit.
Oh, them bitches.
Don't get me wrong, but hey, again, for you Akim out there, man, the white wench ain't no saint, man. You know what I'm saying? She a lot of cases, she damn near more wicked than her male counterpart, man. Setting Jake up, getting Jake killed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Committing adultery,
And that's all these
You
bitches.
said all of that.
Yeah, like I said, having freaks off with donkeys and shit, man.
All of that.
Orgies.
Yep.
All that nasty shit, man.
Commit adultery, and then that's why a lot of niggas are in the grave right now. All right, 6 feet deep, because you women, man. You women are an extreme reason why, but it's also the spirit of probably how much my child, of course. But a lot of you niggas are 6 feet deep because of these fucking bitches, man. All right, these Keisha lights, man. All right, these so-called.
We getting on Keisha.
I bet.
We getting on
Edomites, I was gonna go on that
We
too.
getting on Becky.
Shit,
Yeah,
can't.
Becky.
Yep.
It's like, I was gonna add shit during slavery. You go back to that movie Mandingo. Bitch tried they have sex with me. You know, I'm gonna tell you rape me. You know, a lot of man. That's imagine how much shit that's not even written. Them bitches were freaks, man. They would go while the master gone, get the big, you know, big man, big back man. You know,
third leg.
Third leg.
Even who's that? Emmett Till. That bitch lied on that man.
Yeah.
They got that little boy killed, man.
Smashed it, too.
Smacked up, man. So you women are gonna get. And I always see these videos on Instagram because they still act like they're really retarded, to be honest with you. But the Lord is really going to tear these fucking bitches up, man. All right, you know, and we have to be candid about it, man, because it's going to happen, man. We're not telling you nothing that's not about to happen. These women are going to get fucked up, man.
Slaves, what's they call him? Pa come in. 9 months later, he out the cheek, child, that nigga black as fuck.
I'm the pappy.
I'm the pappy.
You know what I'm saying? So again, man, you know, hey, man, you know, hey, brothers do what you want to do, just know who you dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Roll with the
I'm
punches.
just going to say, like I said, you get on Esau, either with men, but you women ain't not going to do that. They done caused a lot of, like you said, a lot of Jacob be put to death, lynched, lied, and got away scot-free. Think about how many, you know what I'm saying, niggas in jail, oh, he's raped me. You know what I'm saying? You know, because of a white wench. Feel me?
Yeah, she got smacked
She
up.
may be more,
Cold.
She may be more polite, may be more gentle. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think, when you look at it psychologically, they haven't been through the trauma that a so-called black woman has been through. You know what I'm saying? Not justifying Keisha and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they have been living the soft life for decades. Man.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they be soft?
Yep.
Keisha been, you know what I'm saying, having to live like a nigga for all these years, being taught by Big Ma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Oprah Winfrey looking bitches. So what you think? They gonna come out nasty? You know, just, you know, being realistic about, you know, how women are, you know, so-called black women.
Yeah, they gotta be tough because that they bought into Esau's fucking joint, man.
Yeah.
It's planned.
But it's,
So
like I said, ultimately, it's all systematic.
it's all systematic.
Like I said, not justifying Keisha, you know what I'm saying? But she whipped her ass hard at good time, you know? If you look at it psychologically and how Esau has systematically, you know, deteriorated the so-called black Latino Native American household.
Yep.
How, you know, Esau Edom on the contrast have been living a soft life, you know, and this woman living a soft girl era. You know what I'm saying? You can see, again, here it is, this side was living a traumatic life throughout generations, and this one has been living scot-free, getting away from everything for generations, man. You know, being weaned and taught how to, you know, get me polite and all that, and really more cunning and conniving. You know, it's like I said, just being a hunter.
It's little verses, you know. But just to add to, you know, and it shows you just Esau, you know, this man, him and his women, all that. They just, and then little children too, them little bastards, just real quick, they violent too, man. The little kids, they always talking about shooting shit and all that.
Stabbing the shit out of their parents.
Right. Yeah, killing their parents and shit. Man, just the whole seed is wicked. But real quick too, you know, and you see that with the so-called you know who's, you know, because they got their hand in everything. Feminism started by them niggas. Homosexuality rights started by them niggas. Even right, yeah.
Civil rights, yeah.
See?
So like I said again, Esau, he's a puppet master, man. When it comes to this wickedness, he's setting up all these groups and subgroups and swaying the minds of not only his people, our people, and just hey man, he just controlling both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah. And once they identified, then then they're gonna start. Then they start laws on it. Like I said, in Poland, when I was in Poland, I was like, man, fuck them. You know, I was in the truth. You know, I'm in the truth. I'm like, man, fuck them niggas, man. I could have went to jail or got put to death for talking about them goddamn Edomites, man, them Amalekites, man. So they put laws so you can't even talk shit about them, man. Fuck them niggas, man.
It's all 6'6".
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, nigga got a ponytail.
Deuteronomy 32. I'm gonna start up a little bit. The point's a little bit down lower, but I'm gonna start at 6:27. It says, "Were it not that I fear the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and these they should say, Our hand is high, and Yahweh have not done all this. For they are a nation void of counsel.
Dang.
Neither is there any understanding in them." You see that with these different nations, chiefly Esau, Edom. I mean, like you said that I think last week. He's a smart dummy. He can do certain things. He can build a rocket. He can send a satellite in space. He's smart, whatever. But you're still an idiot, man. You know what I mean? You don't got wise counsel. Because look what you talk to people. Again, feminism. What's that shit called? Democracy. Satanism. I think the first church of Satan was in America. You know what I'm saying? And also, this place was founded on Freemasons. So, I mean, let's keep going on and on.
Yeah.
You know?
George Washington.
Yep.
He was the main.
That shit wicked.
It says, "Oh, that they were wise, that they..."
This is Proverbs 16:12. It says, "It is an abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness." Right, just back to you up, man. He said he's smart dummy, because he has established his throne in wickedness. And if you establish your own wickedness, he says it's an abomination. You know what I'm saying? That's why, on the contrary, Yahweh Shai establishes, he's going to be wise and establish his throne in righteousness.
And two, real quick, just to add, just to show a little bit of what's it called? Like an account, right? A lot of our history. We got to go into look at Amos next. You know what I'm saying? And Amos in this time, Judah and Israel was prospering. They was expanding and everything. They was doing real good. But yet the Lord was like, no, because you kings still being wicked. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you just same thing with America. People look at America and be like, oh, y'all ungrateful ass niggas because y'all can go to work, y'all can do this, y'all can go to college, all this shit. Y'all being ungrateful. Y'all about to go to a third world country, shit like that. But who gives a fuck? It don't matter if you can prosper in this place. This place is still wicked.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you still gonna be judged. But it says, where was that? Verse 29. It says, "Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end." And they haven't. You doing all this wicked shit. You destroying the earth. You literally destroying the earth, destroying the people, you destroying the wildlife and all these different things. And you think the Most High is going to allow you to do that forever. You ain't considered all, and greatest of all, you changed the image of the Lord and you made it to yourself. That's blasphemy. And you took the Lord's apple of his eye, his people, and you put them in slavery. And you didn't consider your latter end. Like, wait, hold on, maybe God will fuck me up for this. You know what I mean? You ain't think about that because you're too damn greedy. It says, "How shall one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except the rock have sold them and Yahweh shut them up?" What's the Lord gonna do? He's gonna give us spiritual powers like that, plan. And then we gonna destroy these people. It says, "For the rock is not our rock. We run our enemies themselves being judges." Right? Their God is not our God. Well, this man is, and he would say, "What? In God we trust."
Yeah.
This man's he's a Satanist. That's his God. It says, "For their vine," here's the main point. "For their vine is the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. The cluster are bitter. The wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of apes, poisonous snake." You know what I'm saying? It says, I can stop there. But yeah, that's just what Esau is. I think that's a Psalms
But
too.
I got a precept real quick that's just gonna just roll with it. All right, this is a yes sir. Psalms 58, and I'll start. Psalms 58. I'm gonna start back at 3 again. It says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." Verse 4. That's what I want. "Their poison is like the poison of a serpent; they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear."
Right, their philosophies, their ways, and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
"Which would not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. It says, break their teeth, O power in their mouth. It says, break out great teeth of the young lions, O Lord.
Right. Break their strength.
Yeah.
And where's the power in the pieces of his teeth?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Lord's doing, man. That's what he's about to do. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it slowly but surely, man.
Yeah, you got. I was going to use that word, but you got momos in the military. You got women serving combat roles.
Shit, you got them on the NFL teams, the NBA
Yeah,
teams. Politics.
You
They
got
got big and fuck.
Big, strong,
Like the nigga
strong man competitions. They in there.
Like the nigga Crip Mac said, he said the nigga big as Croc Lesnar.
Yeah.
Croc Lesnar
big
built
strong,
like,
big strong
with
back
stuff-
bitches,
with,
man.
with stilts on, man.
Yeah.
Like goddamn, you're already 6'6". Now you 7 foot.
Yeah,
You know
straight
what I'm
up.
saying? With a dress on, man. I seen this Salaki, man. I should have put it in the chat. But I seen this one swelled ass.
Yep.
Long
Yep.
wig.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But big strong ass Edomite with a bra on at his desk. Motherfucker asked him like, "Are you religious?" And yes, I'm Christian. Then he said he pulled out a poster from out of nowhere. Like, yeah, I'm about to start a church called All's Church. I said, what the fuck? It's madness, but you know, this is what Esau Edom alive. There's no orders, no structure. That's why again it's called Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah,
Can't you not
confusion,
see that?
the ball, man.
Balls.
It's confusing, man.
Which also goes back to Babylon, which means confusion, man. See, and even when you go to it further, dealing with those philosophies, he's trying to, again establish what Nimrod is trying to establish. All right.
Yep.
In ancient times, see, it's one world government. All people are unified.
One.
That's why they got the. I don't know if they've ever seen the one symbol. Something it's like coexist.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
Check
yeah,
that
with the
up
C,
real quick.
with the
Look up the coexist symbol. Where they got all the different symbols and signs.
You know that bullshit, man.
All together and linked up and shit. You know.
Look at, I mean, if you just look down the street, I mean, just look at all this bullshit, man.
It's a big no.
It's a big joke, man.
Jacob find out real quick to do the Elder Monagon show. They find it.
Oh yeah, the Elder Monagon piece.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, so
Yeah, show the can,
the
man.
Elder Monagon. Get it
Yeah,
on.
dude, you gotta go down and up.
oh.
You gotta slow it.
You gotta make it dramatic.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that's what Esau Edom, you know what I'm saying? That's his plan, man. He's dealing with all these ancient philosophies, all right? Trying to unify everyone. And just, you know what I'm saying? Just complete madness.
Oh,
Complete madness, man.
hold on.
You know?
This one more horrible.
You got something to read on it?
I'm just saying they incorporated the colors of the.
Yeah.
You know?
Just trying to.
That's
and who they at?
That's horrible,
Who in
bro.
the middle?
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Israel. Pink City.
Yeah, who right in the middle? Dead center.
Word, just you already know, but Babylon and Arlon Elamazi, I just want to read a couple. It says from the Hebrew Bible, and it says Gate of God. When you go down, it says the meaning a confused melody of sounds. And one more, it says arrayed in purple and scarlet in Revelation. So that shows you America is that door. Babylon. The mystery Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Get that.
Yeah, man. So, again, man, the spirit, man, hey. Dig into the spirit. You know what I'm saying? But we can go back to the initial point. Get our first Peter 1:13.
Fir- Good. 1 Peter 1 and verse 13.
Right, so again, knowing all these things, knowing Esau, what he's coming with, what he's trying to present to the world, again, we have to be vigilant and tough in these days. Prepare our minds to be persecuted, to be separated, to be ostracized, to be brother brought out. You know what I'm saying? And again, to be outcasts to this society. You know, you got it.
1 Peter 1 and 13. Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Jake, read that one more time. Bible can shot and Jake look up or like chat. What is that phrase? Gird up your loins. Gird up the loins of your mind. Bible can shot.
You got that, bro?
You got
You gonna look it up? 1 Peter 1 and 13. Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai.
Be sober-minded, man. All right, lock in. Again, start detoxing now, man. How it goes to me first and foremost.
Man.
Letting go of certain things that you need to let go now. Fast more, pray more. Put yourself in more uncomfortable positions, man. It's like it. Like they say in the world, fall in love with being uncomfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, fortify your mind, man. Just find something on that.
Gird up your loins of your mind is a biblical exhortation to mentally prepare for action, alertness, and focus.
See? One more time on that.
It says, gird up the loins of your mind, which is in 1 Peter 1 and 13, is a biblical exhortation to mentally prepare for action, alertness, and focus.
Why is these things written, man? You know what I'm saying? Again, to be prepared for action, for alertness. You know what I'm saying? So again, gird up the loins of your mind, man. Be ready to face these things, man. Again, you just gotta be in the spirit, man. This shit coming. Hey, man, it's coming, man. There ain't no doubt about it. These things are coming, man. All right? And can't no one tell us otherwise. We have to be mentally prepared for what's coming down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. You got some more on that?
Yep, it says, it means removing distractions,
Dang.
Beautiful.
Dang.
Go ahead.
controlling thoughts, and preparing for spiritual challenges.
Man.
Man, and if we go through that all day long, all day strong, bro. We go through mental, can you read that the latter end part again?
It says, exhortation to mentally prepare for actions, alertness, and focus.
So we gotta be stay, and we sometimes Jake do lose focus, man. But we see, that's clean. I bet. See what I mean? But real talk, man. Beside those bitches, man, we do need to keep focused and alert, man, because we have to stay on our job, man, on our team, because things pop off every day. All right, we may be a few brothers in Columbus, Ohio. All right, we're short one, but we got Dayton. You know what I mean? Dayton brothers. But we still gotta be on our team, man. All right? Look at these people. These people are fucking stupid, man. They don't know what's going on, man. They're all walking. I wasn't talking to you. Well, I'm talking to you. You know, like I said, man. Like, and that's another thing. I'm not gonna change script. Just like I said, women are gonna get put in their place easily, man. I'm not worried about that. But we gotta stay on our team, man. The Lord's will, we do, man. So it's a lot.
That last part of the time?
Yeah.
It says, it means removing distractions, controlling thoughts.
And again, that goes for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need to wean off of. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is caused you to come up short in your walk, man. You know? Again, because we're not going to have the certain cares, or not cares, the certain comforts, that we yearn for and go to, and you know what I'm saying, we in a down state, you know what I'm saying, our phones, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth, man. They gotta get used to being bored. You know, it's all spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, we gotta be focused, man. Man, bro, be focused on the task at hand. That's why I was fucking with my man Sasuke and Naruto, man. 'Cause he was focused on it. He had one goal, one mission. He stuck to it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't let nothing distract him. He had all types of women all acting, Sakura, I forget the one hair, even further. You know, he'd go somewhere, he just had some authority, he had all the women. He didn't let none of that shit deteriorate. Boy, he's about to kill the bitch. Fuck this bitch, you know? So that's how he ain't let nothing distract him. You know what I'm saying? So likewise us being in this ministry, being in this truth, we can't let nothing distract us, man. It's more
It's like a lion or something. They stalking their prey. They ain't moving. They ain't looking back. They staring. Their eyes are focused. And they just waiting for the perfect time to pounce. You know, that's how we got people.
or a snake. That spirit, Jake, being wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You know, because although we know about the wicked serpent, but there are good qualities of a serpent, man, that we should apply in our daily life. And what is a serpent? He's focused, he's calculated,
He's smart.
He knows when to strike. Okay, he doesn't. Every move he makes counts, and that's how we have to be in these last days, man. Every move we may have to count, man.
Yeah.
You know, and benefit us spiritually, man. You know, of course, you know, with balance. But again, you know what I'm saying? We have to be laser focused in these times, man, because when Esau comes with it, you ain't just gonna snap in the spirit at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Oh, when you in the spirit, you ready for Jacob? Nah, man, you gotta start now. You gotta start cutting things off now. You gotta start weeding off now. You gotta start applying discipline now.
Yeah, I appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
I believe like that's the spirit of them dudes that's just running right there. You know what I'm saying? I believe if you gotta run like a marathon, you can't just I'm gonna get up and go.
Jump into it. No,
You
hell
gotta
no.
practice. You gotta
Hell
run
no.
certain miles and shit like that. You know.
No, man, you can't just jump up on these things and think you're gonna do it. No, you gotta get busy.
Right. Like,
Cause I've ran 10 miles a day or some shit in 115 degree weather. That ain't just me popping up doing it. No, hell no. No, I know brothers getting trained, fighting, or a good discipline. No, you gotta train for it, man. You know.
right. You know what I'm saying? So again, likewise, coming into the situation we're about to have to face and endure. Again, persecution, being outcast, you know what I'm saying? Lack of food, lack of bread, so on and so forth, man. We're going to be in these tight situations. And we have to start applying these things now, man, prior to that final race, man. You know? See? So we have to, you know what I'm saying, again, be applying these things, leaning off certain things, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, on the ladder, we can go through, you know what I'm saying, and pass with flying colors through it. You know what I'm saying?
I got some more. You got more in that word?
Nah.
Okay, I just got something else to add to that word because it says for the literal definition for gird up the loins in the chat GPT, it says gird up the loins is an old phrase from the Bible and it doesn't mean anything inappropriate. It's actually about getting ready for action. In ancient times, people wore long robes. You know what I'm saying? See right here, down to the foot. It says if they needed to run, fight, or work, they will pull up, gird, the loose parts of the bosom, and tuck them into the belt, loins area, so they could move freely. You know what I'm saying? That's perfect. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because he said we fight, work, or run. And what we doing? We running a race. It says in Corinthians, we're doing the work of the Lord, and we're fighting, spiritually fighting. So we can't have our garments down metaphorically. Because you can't do nothing with that. It gets in the way.
Yeah,
You can't kick a nigga, you know what I mean? You gotta get it out the way. So you can move freely, just like us. If you got what's that scripture says, wisdom come by man in his leisure. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture says that the wisdom is not given to a man that's overly doing too much. Like he say he a politician, he got too much going on. He ain't focused. He got no time for the truth. For us, you know what I'm saying? We like Apostle Gabar said, we're just regular men. He said live a boring life. Who cares? Go to work, train, eat some good food, go home. You know what I'm saying?
See, breakdown. I don't know. At least we do the work, go to work out, man. That's all. I mean, you got a family, take care of your family. I forget how the elder Barack Allah said it. He said something like
Look at like bacon, like boil it and something.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, hey, live a simple life, man. The simplicity of Yahweh Shah goes a long way, especially in today's society.
Trying to be all cute.
It's just too much shit going on, too much promotion. Trying to manage too much, man. Live a simple life. Go to work, do the work out. If you got a family, take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? All the partying and all the back in spirit and going out. I mean, sometimes it's necessary for you to wind down and have a little, get together with your bros, just, chill out for a second. But every damn day, every second, every weekend, it's not wise, it's not expedient.
Burn up.
Because again, that's a part of us detoxing. Alright, that's a part of us putting certain things in action. Alright? Not going out as much as you go out. You know what I'm saying? Jake wanna go out every fucking weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Every weekend. It's 4 weekends out the month. You out every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Go out once every week, every month now. You know what I'm saying? Start to, slowly suppress and start to slowly, detach from your norms, man. At least, concerning your leisure or your folly, man. Let that shit go.
Try your hardest to continue.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy,
Go without your vices for a little bit.
Yeah, none of this is easy that we do. That's why we're proud to the Lord. And it's not easy, because we have lust, we have, but chill out, And our elders and our apostles tell us to chill the fuck out and just sit down, man, and do the work. Because
Thank you. We're not fun at the time. I said start to detach from these things now. Skip said be sober. It ain't meaning you gotta physically be sober. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you need to do that, do that. You know what I'm saying? I know me personally, I count on my hands how many times I've been on it. Shit, been on social media twice this week. Little things like that, little steps like that, man, just constantly detoxing. Then when you get back around to it, like, man, it's just vain. You ain't even doing nothing for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, listen now, you can't have fun like you want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy this life like you want to live. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the woman like you want to live. You want every woman, but you ain't even speaking to have fun. Some advantage. All these different relationships, all these different personalities.
First Corinthians 7:31. I got this phrase right here.
oh yeah.
It's on the chat GPT. I typed in what the phrase "use the world, not abuse it" mean. But somebody read that first.
As 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. It says, and they that use the world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Sure. So I looked at that phrase, use the world, not abusing it. What does that mean? It says, you live in the world, you work, enjoy things, you build relationships, own stuff, but you don't become controlled by it or overly attached to it.
Yeah.
Here, abusing doesn't mean hurting the word physically. It means overusing or misusing things, becoming obsessed with money, pleasure, status, or possessions, and letting worldly things take over your priorities or pull you away from what really matters spiritually. In simple terms, use what the world offers, but don't let it use you. It's about balance, enjoying life without letting it become your master.
Exactly, bro. Like I said, you shit down, man. You know? Like I said, get used to being uncomfortable. Uncomfortable times are coming. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff that you don't normally do.
It's called being in the
You
trenches.
know what I'm saying? You know, these things will help. Again, gird up the loins of your mind now. Don't wait. Like I said, man, when there goes trouble and he ain't gets them like snap, oh yeah, what's up? I'm on that. Nah, man. Because when temptation comes, fuck, you know what I'm saying? You ain't been putting your reps and you ain't been, detoxing. I'm like, oh shit, you sweating. You know what I'm saying? And Esau know what you like. Esau know what all of us like. What kind of food we like.
Bitches.
You know what I'm saying? Women we like. Our family. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's why you gotta be numb to a degree. Just look up the word numb, or like look up the phrase being numb. Something like that.
I only want.
Phone slow as hell.
You gotta get you an iPhone, man. Like big numb, yeah, Fred, yeah. Yeah. Big numb is, emotions can't be involved in this thing, man.
Yeah, I typed in what's being numb to the world mean. You just want being numb, period?
That's fly.
All right, so being numb to the world is a state of emotional detachment or blunting, where a person feels unable to process. What is this? Hold up. Where a person feels unable to process emotions, leading to a sense of apathy, emptiness, or disconnection from oneself and surroundings.
One more time on that.
Yeah, here it is. Being numb to the world acts as a mental shield against intense stress, trauma, or burnout.
Yeah.
Synonyms include detachment, emotional blunting, a dissociation.
Ooh, dissociation.
Like they say, nonchalant, you know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, detaching, all right?
Disassociation.
Withdrawal.
All right. The scripture say, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Yeah.
Right?
That should soon come to
I
pass.
really don't like that. I don't like that.
I typed in, what does it mean in the Stoic sense? It says, in the Stoic sense, being numb isn't actually the goal, and real Stoics will push back on that ideal. The Stoicism, the aim is not to feel nothing, but to have healthy control of your emotions. Think of the difference, like numbness, emotions feel shut off or distant. You don't really.
That's the point, right? Ain't like you can stab, you can't feel it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Look,
right. Smack.
It's, mentally speaking, stoic, it's being stoic.
Yeah, stoicism.
You know what I'm saying?
You seen the movie Equilibrium?
Maybe a
Tay
while
Diggs and Kristen
ago.
Bale.
While ago.
Yeah, he turned his feelings off
Right.
quick.
It says you don't really react to anything, can feel empty or disconnected. Stoic calm, you still feel emotions, but you don't get overwhelmed or controlled by them.
But, again, we got emotions, we got desires, shit we want. You know what I'm saying? Like me and we was talking last week about, us wanting kids and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like you still want these things, but again, you don't let these things, deteriorate you, or take away from the task at hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when you become numb. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, mentally shut certain shit off. Cut certain shit off. Like cut up, like it's hard, but it's necessary.
Hey, fuck it. Sometimes you gotta cut your kids off, man. If you're not with your kids, you gotta cut your fam off, big. And that shit ain't cool. Cause us gentlemen, we love our kids, man. Brothers got kids. I myself, a fam. You know what I mean? I got a big ass family. But if it has to come to it, to this truth, then Jake gotta do what he gotta do. And that's right.
The Lord says, you respond with reason and clarity. It says, let me skip a little bit. It says, when they take over your judgment, hold on, let me see. It says,
like Thanos. You know, when he was on his quest, he had to suppress his feelings in order to obtain the goal that he was reaching. I mean, you know, of course, he killed his own early source. You know, speaking in the sense of, you know, how he had to shut off, you know, emotion, man, in order to obtain what he was trying to obtain. You know?
It says philosophers taught that the emotions themselves aren't bad. It is when they take over your judgment that they become a problem. It says, you got a phrase that says, stoic people, I feel, but I stay in control. And real quick too, just a quick tip, you know what I mean? Because I heard this, like, because you know, the scriptures do promote meditate. You know, we ain't on what's that shit? But, you know, meditate just really just sit there. You know what I'm saying? Think about, examine yourself, think about the day, what you do, you talk to the Lord, you meditate, you know, you ponder upon it. Feel, all right, took my tone.
Oh, my goodness.
But when you feel certain feelings and shit like that, like for instance, like you desire, I want to start the family, settle down, just let go type shit. You know, one good tip is to acknowledge the feelings and let it flow through you type shit, and just let it go. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta acknowledge it. Okay, calm. Pray to the Lord. Ask for the Lord whatever you need. Lord, please give me patience, give me self-control. And then once you're done, what the scripture says, cast your cares upon the Lord. And then when you pray for something, you're supposed to let it go, man. You're supposed to believe it. You're supposed to pray like, Lord, I need an answer on this. You're supposed to be patient and let go. And let the Most High do what he do. Let time take a course. Because sometimes the Lord give you an answer quickly, but sometimes it will take time. You know, you can't rush it. You can't haste yourself above the Most High. You just gotta let it go. You know, and that goes into Stoicism. You see?
I think about
I sometimes overthink stuff. You know, I mean, I'm a man, dog, you know, but, you know, I believe in Yahweh Shah, of course. So I'm still out here doing work, but that's a very good point for younger brothers, man. You know, just pray and trust in Yahweh Shah. It's going to get you through, man. You know, because we go through trials and tribulations. What? Because we in the curses, man. That's first and foremost. We Israelites, man. Right? But we're going to get busy, man. We're just going to make sure we're good to go, man. I agree. And I have a simple
time. See, we got to be patient. And we can't expect the Lord to just move on our time. We got to wait on him. Because it's been plenty of times, because I grew up poor. You know what I'm saying? So it's been plenty of times where I'm like, damn, no food, no water, no lights, man. And then it was just like,
somebody look out.
yep. And they'd be like, damn, man, I ain't talked to nobody about this. I ain't relayed this message to nobody. So for this to happen to me, he did it for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to give him the credit.
Somebody get in your patience, possession your feet.
Possession your feet.
Like that's beautiful. I think about Vader. You know what I'm saying? In the, you know, righteous sense. You know, he was a man who was, you know, highly afflicted. Always, you know, he had feelings, but he had to suppress them in order to, you know what I'm saying, stay focused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On the task at hand.
Because he had to, you know what I'm saying, but prior to that, at the end of it, he did. You know what I'm saying? And it, you know, caused great demise. You know what I'm saying? But at Vader, you know, they learned how to, you know what I'm saying, say like back into, saying, meditate, things like that.
That's the spirit too. When I learned that technique, I actually learned that from the Jedi. You know what I mean? That's how that's what they were taught. And even it's some true shit, cause like when they be fighting and shit, like Jedi and Sith or whoever fighting anybody, if they let their like a Jedi, if he let his emotions get too much, to like he gets too scared or he gets too angry, you it'll throw them off balance.
Yeah.
And that's some real shit. Like throw them like actual fight.
That's how.
Like that's some real shit. Like, cause you get too emotional, you really throw yourself out of balance. Now you trying to overreach. That's why you gotta calm yourself. You gotta
Stay
You
poised.
might be feeling scared. You might be feeling tired, but you can't show it. You gotta calm yourself down. Same thing with the scriptures. You know, Esau. And matter of fact, it's like one more point, then you got a scripture. But I remember, real quick testimony. I remember years ago. I know y'all remember when I had that situation with the license and stuff like that. I had to go to the court multiple times. The shit was vexing as fuck. But they made me have to go to multiple different cities, and it was some bullshit. But I remember I went to the court and I'm signing in, and I'm just like, I'm through. Like, damn, I'm leaning over and shit. Like, just like fuck. I look defeated. And I'm like, I thought about the scriptures. I'm like, nah, hell no. Like, nah, I stood up straight. Like, I don't want Esau. I mean, fuck Esau, but I don't want this nigga to see me all defeated and all, because he probably getting a thrill out of it and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I said, fuck you, man. Like, again, we gotta control ourselves. We can't let our enemies see us all through and shit. We gotta trust the Lord, man. We gotta truly trust in the house and the outside, man. Even when you scared. What's that movie with Muhammad Ali when he was about to go out to a fight? And his whole corner was looking scared. I think he's about to fight George Foreman or some shit. And he said, "What y'all looking scared for?" I got to fight. He said, even if you're scared, just smile. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and then you go out there and you perform. You know.
That's the spirit, like, you know, me and you spoke. I do know you very much need to think about like, you know, somebody, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, big good and all that. But with JD, big smile, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shit, bounce, you know, they got night chicken shot, you know what I'm saying? It could be work.
Yeah, it's just
It'd be
like,
good, it'd be good work, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. And when you do breakdown, you got a weekly breakdown that Jake's responsible for, and you try to, you know, you do your best, man. That's real talk. Just do your best, man. Because the Lord don't expect perfection, man. We'll get that in the kingdom. He just wants you to do your best. And Lord's will, we do our best, man. Because this place fucking sucks, man. All right? Jake got punch in the clock tomorrow, man. After doing the work, man. Which we're cool with, man. You know, we're cool with. You know? Seeing all these bad bitches walking around. You know, Jake, and we control ourselves. Because, you know, whatever, fuck it, man. We got the kingdom coming, man.
I'm looking for it. No, if y'all can find it.
This is Luke 21 and 19. And your patience possesses ye your souls.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking for it.
Now this is Sirach 21 and 19. Luke 21 and 19. And your patience possesses ye your souls.
Patient, you gotta be patient, all right? Because you know our souls are on the line, man. You're not patient, you liable to what? Crash out, get wavery, get weary.
Yeah, YS.
You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, what? You result to that, then you lose, man. You lose everything that you worked for, everything you put your hand to is not insignificant. All right, and God forbid that happened to any of us, man. But you gotta see, guys, they weren't patient, man. You know what I'm saying? They weren't patient, and what? They lashed out, started going off. You know what I'm saying?
Selling out.
You know? You feel me? So yeah, man. You know, hey, your patience possesses your soul. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Lord, we're about to get up out of here on the rest of the time. All right, edifying and experience, you know, really great too.
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakakadash.
All right, double honor to the Lord, the elders and apostles, and great millstones, Shalom, Salah, push the truth, say Shalom,
Abba, Shalom.